Good
Good
morning, all.
morning, all.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, today we are going to discuss how to managing files. I will show you how to creating files, how to list the files, and how to remove the files, and how to copying the files and how to renaming the files. So we will discuss about ls command, cat command, touch command, rm command, rmdir, mkdir, or log. Okay, first let me explain what is the cat command. So cat command is used to create new text files and also displaying standard output on the screen. So you want to get information about command, just type the word man space cat. So what is the cat command? It is used to concatenate files and print on the standard output. So you want to concatenate files and printing standard output on the screen. Then we will use the word cat command. Okay, let me show you. Cat greater than is the option. To create a new file, cat greater than, the file name is, for example, my file. The file name is my file. Right. If I enter, so what is the content in the file? Hi, hello. Just I have added two lines in the file. To save the file, Control D is the option. So just my file is created. Then where is this my file? So if you run pwd, yesterday I told you, present working directory. So currently my file is created in the location of /home /rom is the location. My file is created /home /rom location. But what is mean by ls command? So within the location, what are the available files and directories? So just run the command ls. ls is a command to list directory content. You want to list out files and directories in the current working directory, ls. But remember, the blue colors are directories and black colors indication is files. So just now we have created one file name which is called what? My file. Right. So how to display content of your file? Which is called what? Standard output on the screen. So already my file is there. So I want to list my file data. How to list? Cat less than file name. Remember, cat greater than file name means it is creating. Cat less than file name means it displaying content. So now it displayed successfully two lines on the file. So the my file contains hi and hello. Even the another way, cat space the file name. It is called what? My file. So overall, you want to print standard output on the screen. Cat greater than file name, sorry, cat less than file name, or we can use the word cat space file name. But majorly everyone to use cat space file name to open your file content. So guys, one more thing, please remember, if you understand these commands, then shell scripting is easy because shell scripting contains overall all Linux commands only. If Linux commands are clear, then making shell scripting is easy. So that's why first I will explain all Linux commands. Okay,
How to close that file after writing?
sorry,
How to close that file after writing content, writing
how,
data?
how to
Here, cat, my file you have written, right? But how to
what?
close that file?
Control D.
Control D, okay.
To save file, Control D.
Okay.
right?
But data will also be saved, right? Suppose I don't want to save the data and I want to close the file, then
Control C,
okay.
right? See, now you want to append a data in a same file, cat double greater than. So double greater than means to adding some lines in a file. I mean appending. Appending means adding lines in the last line of the file. So let me use the word again, same file, cat double greater than my file. So now this time I want to add hi and hello. To save the file, Control D. To save the file, Control D again. See that previously in the same file, two lines are there. Now this is the what? Third line. So how do you know that? If you run cat space my file, so three lines are there. But you want to set line numbers of the file, cat space hyphen n, it is file name. So this is the way how to create a file and how to appending the file and how to list content in a file. So this is called what? Concatenate files and print on the standard output. Okay. Now, first I want to XE, and sometimes people trying to create hidden files and hidden directories. I mean, Windows people, how to hide a file. Go to in the view section, we have an option hide and unhide. So in the Linux environment, how to hide a file. So we can use again cat command, and I want to create, I am looking for PHP file, but this is one important file I want to hide. So how to hide the file means we can use file starts with dot. When the file beginning with start or when the directory beginning with dot, it is called what? Hidden file. So I want to add, this is hidden file. This is hidden file. Again to save the file, Control D. Remember only one point. The files and directories started with dot, which are hidden files. Without a beginning dot, it is a regular file and regular directories. So if you check it ls, see that we don't have any PHP file. But how to check hidden files? So we will use the another option is A. So ls-a means A will check regular files and hidden files. See this? Our hidden file is .php. But already system contains multiple hidden files like bash history file, bash logout file, bash profile, bash archive. So these are all are very important files. At the time of shell script, I will explain what is these scripts. So just my file is a regular file and .php is a what? One hidden file. Even you want to view the hidden file data, same way. So just we will run the word .php. Okay, overall hidden files are listed out with .a. I mean ls space hyphen a. Fine. And what is the command to list files and directories with the long format, with a long term format? So please keep everyone in mute.
Ram, sorry to disturb. I have a small question.
Yes,
Uh, can I ask? The thing
yes,
was, you said cat double greater than the file name. Will able to edit the file of last lines. I mean, we can add the last
it is
lines.
not edit, adding the word last line of the file.
Yeah, sorry. If you want to open and edit the file, what will be the command?
Again, we have multiple commands are there. Nano is there, vim is there. It is a first practical session. So we will
Okay.
have like 3 weeks lectures are there. Within the 3 weeks, we will discuss one by one command, guys. It is highly impossible to cover all commands within a single class. Got my point?
Yep. Thanks.
Please mute in everyone. Okay. ls space hyphen l. So it is list out files and directory. For example, here ls space hyphen l. It is a long list format actually. See this, the first field, it is a D, and some line starts with what? Hyphen. So remember, the first field represents file type. File type. So when the line starts with hyphen, it is a regular file. It is a regular file. When the line starts with D, it is a directory. It is a directory. When the line starts with L, it is a link file. It is a link file. Important, guys. So the first field represents file types, and the second field onwards, these are the file permissions. So one day I will teach you, I mean overall 1 hour session is there. So we will discuss about what is meant by RW hyphen, what about these fields. And this is the what? Links. How many shortcuts for this file? And who is the owner of this file? And what is the group name of the file? And what is the size of the file? And what month this file has been modified? At what time the file has been modified? And what time your file has been created or modified? So these are the what? File properties. File properties. I mean, if you list ls space hyphen l, it will list out all files and directories with a long format. Same like you have a one file in the Windows. You want to get file properties, right click on that and check the word properties. Same way here to check the word file properties. And you want to get any particular file only, then we will use the word ls space hyphen l my file. See this? Only to check the word file property, single file property. But you want to get any directory properties, you must be use the word D is the option. D for the directory. Okay, for example, I want to check downloads directory properties. See this? Downloads directory properties only. So this is the way how to list files and how to list directories. But overall, what are the different file types in the Linux? So here is the option. What are the different file types in the Linux? This is very repeated interview question. What are the file types in the Linux? So overall, 7 file types in the Linux. One is regular file. So the regular files are beginning with hyphen. The second one is D. D is a directory. I mean every directory starts with D. So sometimes you will see character device files. So character device files are starting with C. And block device files. These files are starting with B. Symbolic link files. These files are starts with L. Socket files. Socket files are starts with S. And piped files. These are starts with P. So everyone must be identifying these Linux file types. So in interviews, people are asking what are the different file types in the Linux? Can you explain what are the file names? Okay, right. So here only two types of files. One is the D option, another one is the hyphen option. But in future, I will introduce one by one. No worries. Right. And the next very important thing, what is mean by ls-i? So you know that ls-a means hidden files and hidden directories. So ls-l means long list formatter. Only ls means it is a simple output, like it is called what? File and directories list content. Same way with ls, multiple options are there. Let me explain. See, first example with R. So already ls is there. It lists files and directories. If you run ls space hyphen R, it lists the files with reverse order. See this? By default, ls means alphabet order, like it is A to Z. Now you want to get reverse order, then Z to A is the option. But here very few files are there. That's why no use ls-r option. But when the directory contains multiple files and directories, so your file is available in the last section. So why need to scroll up and scroll down? So you will use R option. The bottom files will top on that. So that time you will use the word ls-r. It is called what? Reverse order. And then ls space hyphen I. I means inode number. So I means inode number, or somebody is calling it is called what? Index. Inode or index. So what is mean by inode or index? So if you create any new file or new the folder, by default, everything is stored in the hard disk only. Everything is stored in the hard disk only. But the resources not will be stored in any file names. So everything will be stored in the hard disk with one number only. So which is called what? Inode number or index numbers. Every file stores within the hard disk with a one number, which is called what? Inode number or index numbers. So even sometimes these index numbers helps you to restore your files. So index numbers are unique numbers in the hard disk. Remember, in every file will be stored in the hard disk with a one number only, not in the file names. So those numbers are called as index numbers or inode numbers. So how to check the what index numbers means? ls space hyphen I option. And next, if you run ls space hyphen t, so this is very good option. So t is the what? Timestamp. So see this. Before writing t, only my files and directories it displays with order, like it is called what? A to Z. But I want to list the what files, same files with an order with time based. I mean, what is the recently modified file? What is the recently created file? So I want to arrange time based. See this? The my file is the what in the first one, because the recent modified file, recent created file is my file. But this is very beautiful option, especially for troubleshooting, because in your location, especially application level troubleshooting in the real environment, so we have multiple log files in the same location. But which log file is used by this application server? How do you know that? So almost if you work on the what application, so definitely that application related logs are stored in the what system. So if you go for the what log file location, just run the what ls hyphen t option. So ultimately it will list the what files in the top order. Okay, this log file is used by that particular ABC application. So troubleshooting purpose and what are the recently modified files. So everything with help of the what ls hyphen t option. So now that's why everyone will run ls hyphen l along with t option. Along with the t option, even people are running with r also. It is a three combinations. L means long list, t means time based, and r is the what reverse order. See this now? It is called what? My file is the what? Modification, and then the order is this is the what like time based. See that reverse order, why? Reverse order. That's why it is called what? Bottom level. If you remove the what? R option, then your my file is the what? Top. Okay, that is called what? ls ltr option. Somebody's used the what? H option. H also they are added. What is meant by H option means? The sizes with human readable format. So the sizes with human readable format. But remember, here all files are very less than 1 MB. So that's why the sizes with what by default kilobytes. In case the file sizes are maybe 20 MB, 1 MB, 2 MBs are there, then the sizes with the displays like 1 MB, 2 MB like that. Okay, so this is the main command everyone to use LTR, 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 LTR. What is mean by LTR means this is the L indication, long list. T indication, okay, the same long list arranging with time based. And R indication, oh, it is a reverse order. The files are displayed in the top level or bottom level. Okay, so this is the what generally everyone knows ls command, but ls maintain multiple options. A option, B option, see this? So we have multiple options with ls, but no need all, but we have discussed about very important options. Even S means what size, and R also it is a recursive option. I mean, if you run ls space hyphen s, see this in the left side, files and directories running with sizes. My file running with what? 4 blocks. And if you go for ls space hyphen r, I told you already, it is a reverse order. If you go for capital R, it is a recursive. Recursive means and what directory contains subfiles and subdirectories. I will tell you later what is the use of R also. So this is called what? ls command. And now so far we have completed two commands only. What are that? Cat command and ls command only. This is the story about ls. Now the another important command. The next one is check the file statistics. Everyone knows ls means what? Okay, my file is there and everything. But I want to check the what my file statistics. Even somebody is writing ls space hyphen l my file is there. You can check the what file properties. But the very beautiful command is there called stat command of my file. So stat command will display file statistics. See this? This is very beautiful command about file details. So what is the file name? It is called what? My file only. Then my file size is 21 blocks. Okay, what is the INO number of this my file? This is. How many links for this file? Only one. And what are the input output blocks for this file? 4096. So this file type is regular file. Okay, so who is the owner of this file? RAM only. Okay, what about file access permission? These are the permissions. So the meaning of these permissions are 0644. But later I will tell you what is 0644. So now you need to understand three important terms here. What are those? File access time, file modification time, file change time. But actually, the file birth time is the same. I mean, the birth time we can never, birth time to never change, but remaining options automatically will be changed because if you modify the file stuff will be updated. If you change the word file name, then it will update it. You can access the file content, then we can change the word modification type. But only one time is fixed, which is called what? Birth time. Okay, the file birth time is 712. The file birth time is 712. So this is the word file properties. What is the command to check the what file statistics? Stat is the command. Okay. Then another important command. What is meant by touch? I think everyone knows what is the touch command. Can explain anyone what is the touch command?
Create
Create
empty
empty
file.
file.
Create the
Touch
empty
command.
files.
Next. What is the definition of touch command?
To create a new file.
To create
Create
an empty file.
new file or empty file?
Empty file.
Hmm.
Create a new empty file.
Okay. See guys, everyone knows story about touch means creating an empty file only. But can you tell me what is the use of an empty file?
It will change the timestamp.
Right. See, almost everyone will explain touch means to making an empty files. Generally, in the real time, by using touch command, people to change the what timestamps. The touch major advantage is to changing file timestamp, changing file timestamp, changing changing file timestamp. This is the what original definition. Don't follow. Of course, touch will make an empty files, but touch main advantage is changing file timestamp. Okay, what is the file timestamp? See this. Okay, the regular, I mean, everyone will explain about touch means, oh, it is create only empty files. That is not correct story about touch. In the real environment, especially in the servers level, we will use the word touch command for changing file timestamps. Let me see. For example, empty files means, let me go test1 and test2. So here I have specified two files. So two files are created. These are test1 and test2. So those files, file names story 800. I mean the size of the files by default test1 and test2 0 0. So you want to update again content in the test files. We can use double greater than existing files. So it is called what test1. We can add the word data to save the file control D. So if you run ls space -s, see the first file successfully updated. Okay, generally making empty files and how to writing the data in the empty files means this is the way. But what I'm saying, my ls space -l, my file, what about this file, my file timestamp update? So actually it is a June 11th, 7:16 is the modification time. Okay, let me update. What is the current date and time? So the current time is, it is called what, 7:36. So actually I want to update 7:16 to 7:36. How to update? Because while creating, I forget to add the word, the proper timestamp. Now I want to update the word timestamp. So how to update? Just we will run the word touch command and file name only. Guys, when the file is already exist, it will update timestamp only. If the file is not exist, it will create an empty file only. So now if I run my file again, see this now, the timestamp successfully updated at 7:36. Okay, if you go for the what, stat command about my file, see this, still birth time is 7:12 only, but change the timestamp at 7:36. Okay, so this is the way how can you change the what file timestamp. But
Sir,
uh,
change and modify both will give the same value
no,
to this.
see we cannot change the what time, and we can use the what a time and m time only. I mean it is called what access time and modification time, and birth time and change time is the what both are same. I mean it is called what modification time and change time both are continuously same. Okay, so I will introduce one by one, no worries. I will tell you even those things with help of file permissions and everything. Right. So now the another important thing, to change file access and modification time only, then we will use the word touch command -a, then it is called what my file. So now the file properties only change time. I mean, see this. Now access time has been modified 7:38 only, but still modification time is same. Change time and access time both are same. But modification time still it is called what 7:36 only. So you want to change only access time, file access time, then touch icon. And you want to change file modification time, only M option. It will sync the what current date and the time only. See that now 7:38. So here it is called what, A for what access time, C for what change time, and M for the what modification time. Three options. But the beautiful option in the touch command, sir, how can I change the file stamp? How can I change the file stamp even month, date, time also? Then we will use the command touch space -t. So T is the option to change time and date. The format actually Y by mm, dd, and hours and minutes dot seconds. This is exactly the format about touch command. So let me skip this. Say this. Now I want to write touch space -t. So year, I want to run 2025. And which month? So this is the what? Sixth month. And what date? So what is the date today? It is called 11th. I want to set 10th date. And then what about the hours? Okay, 23. What about minutes? 59. So even I will follow the word seconds also 59. I mean approximately it is called what? 12th hours. I mean it is called what? Midnight 12 o'clock. What is the file name? it is called what? My file. So timestamp has been updated. You can check it again properties. It is June 10th date yesterday and 23:15. So the timestamp has been updated or not? So this is the way. How can you manage file timestamps in the real time? So today onwards, don't say to anyone, even in interviews, what is the use of touch command means. You will say first priority goes to changing file timestamp. Don't say to make it an empty files. Of course, it will create an empty files. No use with empty. 99.9% touch is used to manage file timestamps only. Are you noted, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Ram,
sir.
Ram, can you go back to that command? Why it was showing that 21st of June?
It is not 21st. I told you it is the size of the file.
Okay, sorry.
Right. It is a what? The date is the 10. Right. Next, how to make it a directory? How to make a directories? So generally for creating directories, mkdir, make directory. I think everyone knows because it is a common command even in the Windows and Linux. In everywhere, mkdir is a common command to making directories. So don't confuse. Directory means a folder. So Windows people, how to create a folder? See, just right click on that, new, and a folder option is there. What is the folder name means? Cloud. So now folder is successfully created. Same thing in the Linux environment, how to create a folder. So terminology is a directory. So now my directory name is cloud. Now cloud directory successfully created. So what is the directory name? This is called what? Cloud. Now within the cloud directory, I want to store some files. I want to create some files. So then how to navigate a directory? So how to navigate a directory? So what I'm saying exactly. So in the Windows environment, how to create a file within the folder, we will use the option just navigation means just double click on the file. I will folder. Okay, again within the folder, I want to create a one file which is called what? AWS. So now one AWS file is created within the folder of cloud directory. I mean within the directory name cloud. Same way, I am looking for creating AWS file in the cloud directory. So what is the command? CD. CD is a command to change the directory. So which directory? I want to access cloud directory. So that's why CD space cloud is the directory. So now I'm currently working /home /ram /cloud is the directory. So within the cloud directory, no files are there. So let me make it one empty file or one non-empty file. Non-empty file means by using cat command. Empty file means you can create the word touch command. Just now I told you. Enter. So now AWS file is successfully created in the location of cloud directory. So in that case, what I am saying, how to navigate your directory. CD is the command to navigate, change directory. Okay. Sir, again, I want to go my previous working directory. I mean, I'm currently working in the cloud location. So I want to go, it is a ROM location. So how to go cloud to ROM location? Windows people, we will use the word back option to go one level back. So Linux people, how to use back options means cd space dot dot. When will you use cd space dot dot? You will go one level back. So enter. So again, I back to /home/ram. Previously, I have cloud directory. So now here it is called what? ROM location. Then how to make multiple directories? mkdir, it is a cloud one and even cloud two. Two directories are created. So this is called what? Multiple directories. Even some people will use mkdir For example, I want to create a directory cloud 123, for example. Then the system will consider cloud 1, cloud 2, and cloud 3. Then enter. Already cloud 1, cloud 2 are exist. That's why cloud 3 only created. So even with the same name with extension of any need, then this is the way. Otherwise, you can write the what multiple directories. This is the way. Or single directory list. This is the way. Next, how to create nested directory. This is the what important sometimes. So what is the directory name? What is the meaning of nested? Nested directory. So nested directory means directory within a directory. So directory within a directory, which is called what? Nested directory. Okay, let me go mkdir -p. So p is a parent directory, guys. Parent directory. Okay, my parent directory name is world. World is a parent directory. Within the world directory, I want to make it Asia. Asia is the directory. Under Asia directory, under I want to make it India directory. So within the India directory, I will go for the what? TS. So within the TS, let me make it Hyderabad. So now one directory within the directory. I mean directory contains multiple subdirectories. If I enter, if you run ls only, see this world directory only visible because this is the parent directory, P for parent. But what contains that world directory? You know that ls space hyphen capital R, your parent directory name. See this world directory contains Asia, within the Asia directory India, within the India directory TS, within the TS directory Hyderabad, and within the Hyderabad directory nothing. I mean, capital R is recursive. What contains a directory? You want to list out ls hyphen capital R. Now see, but everyone will use for this tree structure tree space your parent directory, tree space your parent. So this is the good tree structure. See that the world contains Asia, Asia contains India, India contains TS, TS contains Hyderabad. So in the current working location, world is there. For example, I want to go India directly location. So don't type directly CD space India. But where is the India? So India is under Asia. Where is the Asia? Asia is under the world. So that's why you can type first world directory, then type the word Asia directory and type the word India. Then only you will switch the word world spelling mistake. World Asia India. Now I'm currently working /home /ram /world /Asia /India. So this is the what location. Okay. So how to switch one directory to another directory? This is the way. Now I want to go India directory to it is a Asia directory. I told you cd space dot dot. But at a time to switch two levels back. I mean I want to go India to directory world directory. So then again / dot dot. Again, you want to switch at a time three levels back, India to directly ROM. Again / dot dot. One level means double dot / double dot / double dot /. Now this is three levels back at a time. Three levels back at a time. So if I enter, see this, I'm currently working /home /ram. But again, from the ROM location to your previous working directory, India. So no need to type, you want to vice versa, like vice versa means cd space hyphen. Again, to go your previous working directory. Now currently I'm working in India. Again, your previous working directory. It is called what? CD space hyphen. Hyphen indication, it will revert. Like it is called what? Last position to current position to last position. So these are the what very beautiful commands how to navigate your directories. But I know everyone knows CD command only. But within the CD, these are the what best options. Right. And the next, the another important thing, how to copying files and directories. how to copy files and directories. You know, it is a cp command. Cp is used to copying files and directories. For example, in my current location, already it is called what? My file is there. I want to copy my file into cloud directory. See this, my file is the what in my current location and cloud also in my current location. But already within the cloud, AWS file is there. So if I enter, so my file is successfully copied into cloud. Just follow the what syntax, source, destination or target. But what is the use of IOPS? I means interactive method. I mean, see that again I'm trying to copy with IOPS. So now this time it is asking override the what my file, because already my file is existing in the cloud directory. So that's why it is asking the what, do you want to override the what my file? But previously within the cloud directory, my file is not exist. That's why there is no confirmation. In the destination location, already file is exist. It will take the what confirmation. Otherwise, it will copy the what file directly in the destination. Okay, I don't want to. It is called what override. So you can check it. Yes, cloud. I mean, what is the meaning? I want to list only files of the directory of cloud. Then enter. See that AWS is previously created file and my file just now we have copied. Okay, the another option is there. What is the option? If you use F option, don't use the what F option, because F is forcefully. Forcefully meaning is, so already file is exist. It will directly override the what existing file. It will not taking any confirmation from the user. It is file already exists, but forcefully to override. So the existing file already important file. I mean, any content is important. So you will lose the what information. That's why don't apply F option. Every time for copying, we will use the what I only. In case the source file is already existing in the destination location, it will take the confirmation. This is the beautiful option. So even if you don't specified any option, by default also it is a F option. By default also it acts as a F option. So that's why everyone you must be write the what I option. So I only taking confirmation. This is called what? How to copy one file to another file with options. But remember, the same file I want to copy into directory of world. For example, please understand this structure. In the tree structure, I am looking for copying the file into India location. Then how to write the file? How to write the data? Copy hyphen I. The current file is my file in the current location. But where to copy the file? World, Asia, and India is the location. Now I want to copy my file into India location. But you must be write the what? The path name of this is. So that's why world, Asia, India. Enter. See this in the ls, world, Asia, India. Enter. My file is successfully copied. So even your current location is the what? Slash home slash rom. Some people are writing the same paths by using the what? Complete path name. I mean slash home. I mean slash home slash rom slash world. This is also correct. This is also correct. I mean, what is the difference these two? Actually, when the file path starts with a slash, I mean, it is a beginning of the slash. It is a absolute path name. Absolute path name. I mean, you have written top level of the working directory. That's why it is a absolute path. But this is the what? Relative path, because you are not started the path from the parent. So you have specified the path from the current working directory. From the current working directory. That's why it is a what? Relative path. When the path starts with parent, it is a absolute. When the path not starts with the parent, it is a relative path. So people will define absolute path names and relative path names also. So what about the path CRC? absolute path name and a relative path name. So path is defined as the specifying the location of a file or directory from the root directory. So you know that architecture of slash would be no border. When the path starts with the parent root directory, then it is a absolute path. Or it is defined as a path related to the present working directory. It is called what? Relative path. So I have specified the what? The path name from the present working directory. It is a relative. And when the path starts with the beginning means it is a absolute path. So not only in here, in any case, we will use the word path names. And next, how to copy directories. See, already we have multiple directories, cloud 1, cloud 2, cloud 3, or multiple directories are there. So if you use with -i, okay, I want to copy cloud 1 directory into my cloud directory. See this cloud 1 and cloud 2, both are the directories. So you want to copy directory to directory, you can use the word R option. Without R, so omitting directory cloud 1. It is the error message omitting directory. So omitting directory means, okay, the system recommends, it is called what? R option. R means recursively to copy. But copying for files, no need any R. Copying for directories, R is mandatory. So now, if you run this cloud 1 is successfully copied. So this is the proper way how people to manage in the what? Files and directories. But sometimes people will manage. I mean, they are writing like this. So I want to copy files and directories like my file. Here it is called what? Cloud directory, and even it is called what? Cloud 1, and even I want to copy the what? Music directory. So multiple resources I have specified, but these are all looking to public directory. So this is the word public directory. What is the meaning of this? So while copying, I mean while cp command, if you write number of resources, the Linux system treated as last one is a target and remaining all are the what? Files. The remaining all are the what? Sources. So here source 1, source 2, source 3, source 4. But what is a target? Public is a target. For example, if I run videos is the another direct. Now my target is video source. System treated last one should be a target. Enter. See that all files and directories are copied into videos. You can check it ls videos. So now the directories, files and successfully copied. So this is the way how can you copy and how can you copy files and directories. And the last command today, which is called what? MV. MV means it is called what? Moving and renaming files and directories. Moving and renaming. So simple purpose, it is a rename a file. So how to rename your files in the environment? So you can check it ls. Okay, let me rename MV. It is called what? Test1 into my file name is sample. So already test1 is there. So I want to rename a sample file. So first for renaming purpose, existing file name and new file name. If I enter, check it ls, there is no test1. The test1 has been renamed with sample. Same way, directories also. MV, it is cloud one is there. Want to rename as, it is called what? Azure directory. So cloud one is there, Azure is not there. So if I enter, so cloud one has been renamed with Azure. So not only files or directories. MV is the simple command to renaming files and directories. But what about cut and paste? Cut and paste also running with MV command. So let me do test2 into Azure. See this in that case, test2 is existing and Azure also exists. So now I want to move cut test2 into Azure directory. Enter. So there is no test2. So where is the test2? The test2 is available under the Azure. So this is called what? MV command, how to rename, how to moving the what? Files in the environment. So we have multiple beautiful actions, beautiful commands with Linux operating system. If this, I mean these fundamentals these little bit advanced level commands are clear, no doubt you will handle the work. Definitely Linux operating system workloads. So when the OS is good, then your workloads are well. And the OS level activities are not well, so highly impossible to manage your deployments, databases, applications, and anything on the Linux OS. That's why remember everyone again to familiar with what Linux command. Even I know some people already know that Linux commands, but in these lectures you will get even more options, even more commands also. You will get different options in my lectures because I have very good experience in the real environment, especially Linux servers, AX servers, HP servers, Sun Solaris servers, and even good knowledge on multiple DevOps tools. And I am an expert in cloud computing. So definitely everything I will share with you. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So one more time. So who are interested, like multi-cloud with DevOps or AWS with DevOps? So registrations are open. So the sessions again after this Linux and shell scripting, 7 o'clock sessions are there. So people, once these Linux and shell scripting classes are completed, you will start the what? It is first AWS class. I mean, I will explain even my classes. The first one is solution architect. So not like AWS with DevOps means like 2 or 5, 10 services. You will get completely cloud engineer role services. So I will explain almost 25 services in the AWS. Same way Azure, same way GCP. So not like story about 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Only AWS 45 days. Again Azure, again GCP, and again it is called what DevOps. Everything in everything. The lectures in depth only. So no doubt, who are interested, please go for registration. You will get the what these pre-recorded sessions also. Thank you. We'll continue tomorrow.